On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
Ball
ready?
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Mikey, DT.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. The Spears with another carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilhelm. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's going to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Out past the 30. 2nd down coming up.
On the ball now. On the ball. Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Hey. Check that Warriors. 70.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Okay,
here's
ready?
3rd and 3.
Go!
Operating from the gun, McClain. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Johnson running left. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. McLean. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
19 tight. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. McLean. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Powering his way forward. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. That one's taken in by Spears. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
19, Tiger, 19.
Quick throw to Collins. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And here's a give to Spears. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That one goes for 24 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Hard throw, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I've been to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down. McLean. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. McLean targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
Here we go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. McLean throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Okay, ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Alert, 19, go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Ready up. 19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open lane is tipped in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Johnson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
70, Timberwolves. Warriors, 70. Buffalo, 18. 18, Pioneer. 60, Maverick. 60.
Back to throw. McClain. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 6. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilhelm looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
A final shot before break. Wilhelm. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. McLean. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Check mash, check mash.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off play action. McLean. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Steelers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to
college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. McClain out to the flat here for Johnson. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
19.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man, it's Warren. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Operating from the gun, McClain. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
7-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll make this a 7-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 60. Check out.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilhelm. Man, it's caught inside the 10. 33 yards that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Nico Collins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And no thought of bringing this one out. They'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We got a brand-new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. McClain. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to the...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Tyjae Spears, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37.
Operating from the gun, McClain. Again, it's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Johnson. And he's got room. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Second and 6. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 51-yard attempt.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Wilhelm. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hand off to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilhelm. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
They'll run with Spears. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. And now a run to Spears. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard loss on
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. That is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Lions. Check. Warriors 70. Scoop.
They go to Johnson again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means you got it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw. That one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. First and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Another try, second and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
10 yards to go.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 18.
Back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Got it. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready?
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
60 Maverick. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway